NENOMATICA, where mathematics meets YouTube excellence. In this lesson, we will factor a general quadratic trinomial using the idea of its roots. Our goal is to derive the factorization formula based on the two roots of the quadratic. We will present the statement as an example, then prove it step by step. Step 1. Identify roots and their relationships. Assume the quadratic equation ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0 has two distinct real roots, x sub 1 and x sub 2. By Vieta's formulas, the sum of the roots equals negative b over a, and the product of the roots equals c over a. Step 2. Factor out the leading coefficient a. We rewrite ax squared plus bx plus c as a times the quantity x squared plus b over a times x plus c over a. Step 3. Substitute the root relationships. Replace b over a by negative the sum x sub 1 plus x sub 2, and replace c over a by the product x sub 1 times x sub 2. That gives a times the bracket x squared minus the sum times x plus the product. Step 4. Expand and group terms for factoring by grouping. Multiply out the middle term as minus x times x sub 1 minus x times x sub 2. Then group the first two terms and the last two terms together. Step 5. Factor each group, then pull out the common binomial. From the first group, we factor out x, and from the second group, we factor out x sub 2. That yields a times x minus x sub 1, minus x sub 2 times x minus x sub 1. Now the common factor is x minus x sub 1. Factor that to get a times the product x minus x sub 1 times x minus x sub 2. This is the factorization based on the roots. In this lesson, we will factor the quadratic trinomial using the discriminate method. Our problem is p equals 6x squared minus 8x plus 2. We'll identify the coefficients, compute the discriminate, find the two roots, and then write the factored form. Step 1. Identify the coefficients a, b, and c. For our quadratic ax squared plus bx plus c, we have a equals 6, b equals negative 8, and c equals 2. Step 2. Compute the discriminate. Delta equals b squared minus 4ac. Plugging in, we get negative 8 squared minus 4 times 6 times 2 equals 64 minus 48. So delta equals 16. Step 3. Use the quadratic formula to find the two roots. X equals negative b plus or minus the square root of delta, all over 2a. Substituting the values, x equals 8 plus or minus 4, all over 12. That gives two results, x sub 1 equals 1, and x sub 2 equals 1/3. Step 4. Write the factored form from the roots. For a quadratic a times x minus x1 times x minus x2, we get 6 times x minus 1 times x minus 1/3. We can also rewrite it with integer factors as 2 times 3x minus 1 times x minus 1. To build intuition, example, we will factor the quadratic trinomial p equals negative 3x squared plus 9x minus 2, following the discriminate algorithm step by step. Step 1. Identify the coefficients. 4x squared plus bx plus c. We have a equals negative 3, b equals 9, c equals negative 2. Step 2. Calculate the discriminate delta. Delta equals b squared minus 4ac. Substitute. Delta equals parenthesis 9 close parenthesis squared minus 4 times negative 3 times negative 2. That is 81 minus 24, which equals 57. Step 3. Find the roots using the quadratic formula. X equals negative b plus or minus the square root of delta, all over 2a. Plugging in, x1 comma 2 equals fraction negative 9 plus or minus the square root of 57 over 2 times negative 3, which is fraction negative 9 plus or minus the square root of 57 over negative 6. Now separate into two roots and simplify signs carefully. X sub 1 equals fraction negative 9 plus square root of 57 over negative 6 equals fraction 9 minus square root of 57 over 6. X sub 2 equals fraction negative 9 minus square root of 57 over negative 6 equals fraction 9 plus square root of 57 over 6. Step 4. Factor the trinomial using the roots. The factored form is a times parenthesis x minus x1 close parenthesis times parenthesis x minus x2 close parenthesis. Therefore, negative 3x squared plus 9 x minus 2 equals negative 3 times left parenthesis x minus fraction 9 minus square root of 57 over 6 right parenthesis times left parenthesis x minus fraction 9 plus square root of 57 over 6 right parenthesis. In this example, we will recover the quadratic equation from a graph by reading the x-intercepts and one additional point. We will assume the parabola is of the form y equals ax squared plus bx plus c, and that the graph shows x-intercepts at 2 and 6 and passes through the point 0, 3. Let's draw a clean coordinate plane and the parabola. We will highlight the x-intercepts at 2 and 6 and the point 0, 3. Step 1. Identify the x-intercepts. From the graph, we read x sub 1 equals 2 and x sub 2 equals 6. These are the roots of the quadratic equation, ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. Step 2. Write the factored form using those roots. Any quadratic with simple roots x sub 1 and x sub 2 can be written as f of x equals a times x minus x sub 1 times x minus x sub 2. Now substitute x sub 1 equals 2 and x sub 2 equals 6. Step 3. Use the point 0, 3 to solve for a. Use the point 0, 3 to solve for a. Since the graph passes through 0, 3, we have f of 0 equals 3. Substitute x equals 0 into a times x minus 2 times x minus 6. That gives 3 equals a times negative 2 times negative 6, which simplifies to 3 equals 12a. Therefore, a equals 1/4. Step 4. Write the final equation in both factored and expanded form. With a equal to 1/4, we have f of x equals 1/4 times x minus 2 times x minus 6. Expanding the factors gives x squared minus 8x plus 12. So f of x equals 1/4 x squared minus 2x plus 3. Let us tie it back to the graph. We see the x-intercepts at 2 and 6, and the y-intercept at 3 match our final equation. To summarize, 1. Read the example. We will solve the factoring problem exactly as written. Our goal is to find the value of a, so that the expression open parenthesis x minus a close parenthesis times open parenthesis x minus 10 close parenthesis plus 1 can be written as open parenthesis x plus b close parenthesis times open parenthesis x plus c close parenthesis, where b and c are integers. Step 1. Set the expressions equal and expand both sides. We start with open parenthesis x minus a close parenthesis times open parenthesis x minus 10 close parenthesis plus 1 equals open parenthesis x plus b close parenthesis times open parenthesis x plus c close parenthesis. Expanding gives x squared minus open parenthesis a plus 10 close parenthesis times x plus 10 a plus 1 equals x squared plus open parenthesis b plus c close parenthesis times x plus bc. Step 2. Form a system of equations by comparing coefficients of x and the constant terms. The x coefficients give negative open parenthesis a plus 10 close parenthesis equals b plus c. The constants give 10 a plus 1 equals bc. We rearrange the first to a plus 10 equals negative open parenthesis b plus c close parenthesis and multiply both sides by negative 10 to get negative 10 a minus 100 equals 10 times open parenthesis b plus c close parenthesis. Step 3. Eliminate the variable a by adding the last two equations. Adding negative 10 a minus 100 and 10 a plus 1, the terms cancel and we get negative 99. On the right, we get 10b plus 10c plus bc. So negative 99 equals 10b plus 10c plus bc. Step 4. Solve for b in terms of c. Move terms to get 10b plus bc equals negative 99 minus 10c. Factor b to get b times open parenthesis 10 plus c close parenthesis equals negative parenthesis 99 plus 10c close parenthesis. Therefore, b equals the negative of open parenthesis 10 c plus 99 close parenthesis over open parenthesis 10 plus c close parenthesis. Now rewrite the numerator as 10 times open parenthesis c plus 10 close parenthesis minus 1. So b equals negative of open parenthesis 10 minus 1 over c plus 10 close parenthesis. Step 5. Find integer values for b and c. For b to be an integer, 1 over c plus 10 must be an integer. That means c plus 10 must divide 1. So c plus 10 equals 1 or negative 1. This gives c equals negative 9, or c equals negative 11. Step 6. Compute a using a plus 10 equals the negative of b plus c. When c equals negative 9, b equals the negative of 10 minus 1 over 1, which is negative 9. Then, a plus 10 equals negative of open parenthesis, negative 9 minus 9 close parenthesis, which is 18. So it equals 8. When c equals negative 11, b equals the negative of 10 minus 1 over negative 1, which is negative 11. Then, a plus 10 equals negative of open parenthesis, negative 11 minus 11 close parenthesis, which is 22. So a equals 12. Therefore, the two valid values are a equals 8 and a equals 12. The corresponding factorizations are open parenthesis x minus 8 close parenthesis times open parenthesis x minus 10 close parenthesis plus 1 equals open parenthesis x minus 9 close parenthesis squared, and open parenthesis x minus 12 close parenthesis times open parenthesis x minus 10 close parenthesis plus 1 equals open parenthesis x minus 11 close parenthesis squared. In this lesson, we will read a quadratic function from its graph and find the value of a plus b plus c. We know the function looks like ax squared plus bx plus c. First, let's see the example and the problem statement on the screen. We are given the graph with x-intercepts at negative 1 and 2 and the y-intercept at 2. We will plot a parabola passing through these three anchor points, highlight the intercepts, and use that to build the algebra. Step 1. Use the roots to write a factored form. Because the intercepts are negative 1 and 2, the factors are x plus 1 and x minus 2. So we can write a times open parenthesis x minus 2 close parenthesis times open parenthesis x plus 1 close parenthesis equals ax squared plus bx plus c. Step 2. Expand the product and then distribute a. The product x minus 2 times x plus 1 is x squared minus x minus 2. Then multiply by a to get ax squared minus ax minus 2 equals ax squared plus bx plus c. Step 3. Match coefficients on both sides. Comparing like terms gives negative a equals b, and negative 2 equals c. So the function can be written as ax squared minus ax minus 2a. Step 4. Use the known point 0, 2 to find a. Plugging x equals 0, and f of 0 equals 2 gives 2 equals negative 2a. Therefore, a equals negative 1. Step 5. Use b equals negative a, and c equals negative 2a. With it equal to negative 1, b equals 1, and c equals 2. Finally, a plus b plus c equals 2. In this lesson, we will solve for the roots of g of x using the structure of f of x and the given algorithm. We'll start by clearly stating the example. Then, we will follow the step-by-step plan. Factor using roots, substitute negative x, equate and simplify, relate it to g of x, and finally solve for the roots. Step 1. If a and b are roots of f of x, we can write f of x as the product x minus a times x minus b. This is the standard roots to factors rule. We will display f of x in its given form and in its factored form using a and b. Step 2. We now evaluate f at negative x. Substitution rule. Replace every x with negative x. Write both forms of f of negative x side by side. Step 3. Since both lines equal f of negative x, we equate the right-hand sides. That gives negative x minus 14. 1 times negative x plus 14. 2 minus 14. 3 equals negative x minus a times negative x minus b. Next, we use the identity, negative a times negative b equals a times b, to simplify the right side. Hence, negative x minus a times negative x minus b becomes, in parentheses, x plus a times x plus b. Step 4. Move the constant 1403 to the right to match the definition of g of x. Then, by comparing with g of x equals x plus a times x plus b plus 1403, we see g of x equals negative x minus 14, 1 times negative x plus 1402. Step 5. To find the roots, set g of x equal to 0 and use the zero product property. If a product is 0, then at least one factor must be 0. So negative x minus 1401 equals 0, or negative x plus 1402 equals 0. Solving gives x equals negative 1401 and x equals 1402. Therefore, the roots of g of x are x equals negative 1401 and x equals 1402. Welcome! In this example, we'll evaluate a clever expression built from the roots of a cubic polynomial. Let's read the problem and then solve it step by step using a strategic substitution. First, recall the factor form of a cubic with roots x sub 1, x sub 2, and x sub 3. We will apply it to our function with roots m, n, and p. We want a, which is the product of 1 plus each root. A smart move is to substitute x equals negative 1. That way each factor x minus root becomes negative of 1 plus that root. Now factor a negative 1 from each parenthesis. The product of three negatives is negative. So f of negative 1 equals negative times the product of 1 plus m, 1 plus n, and 1 plus p, which is negative a. Next, compute f of negative 1 directly from the polynomial. Then simplify carefully. Now equate the two expressions. Now equate the two expressions for f of negative 1. Then solve for a. Two expressions for f of negative 1. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more math lessons. NENOMATICA, where mathematics meets YouTube excellence.